and welcome. So this is going to be a short tutorial on how to get the high-end tracer round explosive ammo that you get from the engineer class. Now, you don't have to run engineer to get this ammo, but one of your teammates will actually have to do it to pass on the ammo to you so that you can get this perk. But obviously, if you're by yourself, you can certainly set this up for yourself. Now, the setup is relatively simple, so let's jump right in. First, you're going to go ahead and need to enter a bivouac. Once you're in the bivouac, we're going to want to go over here to the Tactics tab and make sure that we have Engineer checked. And if you look here under your Skills tab, you'll see this is where the Engineer is located. Now, we're not going to focus on the defense drone, we're focusing on the supply drone, which if you look here, it gives you the full high-end ammo, which explodes when shot. Now, to use this high-end ammo, you simply open the wheel. It's right here in the top. It's your special item. Go ahead and throw it out, and then you're just going to simply grab it. Once the ammo is in your inventory, you're going to need to go to your loadout and choose the weapon that you want to give it to. We're going to swap it out for a weapon that we're not going to need it on, but in that same place that you had the other weapon. Go ahead and load it up on that particular weapon that's not the one that you want to keep, and then immediately switch to the one that you want the high-end ammo on. This is the trick that sets up in the system that's going to give you that ammo lasting forever on the weapon that you now have. If you look here, you can see I have the green tracer rounds and the explosions at the end as they're hitting the water. Now, under normal circumstances, when you reload, you would lose that ammo and it would no longer be explosive tracers. But here, if you see, I've actually reloaded and they're still going. You can simply follow this exact procedure on every preset that you have and every weapon you want to keep that high-end explosive tracer round ammo on. And you can actually set up every single preset and every single weapon in your loadout with that ammo. So if you look here, I'm going ahead and setting up my second weapon on a totally different preset. Again, load the unneeded weapon with the ammo, the one that you're not going to be using. Go back into your inventory, immediately open up, get to the weapon that you want the ammo to be on, switch to it, and there you have it. You do not need to actually reload that weapon either. The ammo is already there and ready. I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to preset 1, and I'm going to show you that I have not lost the ammo on my first preset. Now, this mechanic works with all of your weapons. That's including pistols, SMGs, shotguns, and sniper rifles. To prove that to you, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you do it on the sniper rifle in the exact same way. I'm not really sure if it would be an issue if I switch to a regular weapon versus the sniper rifle, but just so that I don't mess things up, I am going to swap over to an unused sniper rifle to add the ammo to, and then I'm going to switch back to the sniper rifle that I want to use. Now, it is a little difficult to see the tracers. The rounds are actually traveling well over 3,600 feet per second, being that it is a M82, which is the same thing as the Barrett in reality, but you could see there that it does have the explosive rounds. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish loading up my last high-end weapon. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and set up all my main weapons with the high-end tracer explosive rounds, with the exception of my pistols, but it is the same process for those. I would simply have to go back and do a bivouac and re-up my explosive rounds in my inventory. And that was entirely a daytime demonstration. And this is a demonstration of how they're going to look at night. You can clearly see the green tracers and explosive rounds. Let me fire a few rounds into the sky so you can see how clear those tracers are. Very nice. Now, there are a couple things I'd like to make note. The only way you're going to lose this ammo is if you die, or of course you visit a bivouac and you change your preset. The last thing I'd like to go over is how to get the high-end ammo if you're not running engineer class. Now, of course, as I said before, you're going to have someone else running engineer class, and it would be recommended that you stay near a bivouac for this because they're going to need to reload just for themselves. But they can throw out the ammo to you, and you can do this with any weapon that you have in your inventory if you're not running engineer, and it will stay just as well. So the very last thing I'm going to show you is that this actually does work in Immersive as well. And the difference between immersive and regular gameplay is that you're going to actually have to visit a bivouac to jump between the weapons. So we're going to go ahead and begin the bivouac. You can clearly see that I have engineer class, and I'm going to grab the weapon that I don't actually want first. I'm going to go ahead now and load up my, I guess you could call dummy weapon that I'm going to load up the high-end ammunition on prior to selecting the weapon that I want it to be permanently on. Now, after going ahead and loading up the weapon, I'm going to have to open the bivouac again, and this is where I'm going to go back to the weapon I actually want the high-end ammunition on. And just a little Easter egg to throw out there for anyone who's interested in knowing. The specific weapon as my go-to weapon when I play Immersive is the Goblin. It's actually a 5.16 in the 7.62 rounds, and I love playing with this weapon on Immersive. And as a demonstration, here you go. You can see the green tracer rounds as I fire. I can also reload, and I still have the green tracer rounds when I fire. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and show you at night that I still have those tracer rounds, even though I jumped back in the bivouac and changed the time. And then now we're going to go over and I'm going to show you what it actually does when you shoot some of these wolves with it. In all my examples so far, I've really only shown you the tracer rounds, but take a look at what they do to these wolves on impact. Look at those explosive rounds. Alright everyone, that's going to conclude this tutorial. I hope you're able to use this in your gameplay and you're going to enjoy this perk. And thank you for watching.